Hey everybody, happy Saturday. This is, I think there's 2 Saturdays until Memorial Day. So we're going to do a Memorial Day project today. And what I love about Memorial Day is that I know that it's the start of summer and I love summer, but it's also a very important and solemn time to honor the veterans of our country, those that are here and those that gave everything they had for our country. So I'm going to do a little project today. It's this cute little sign, Home of the Free because of the Brave. And I'm going to do it in my red, white, and blue colors. And I'm going to use a wood round. Now, I bought my wood rounds online from Amazon. I got 6 of them for $10.99. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint 2 coats of white on our round. But you guys didn't come here to watch paint dry, so I already did it. Yay! So we're going to start off. If you've ever seen any of the signs that I've made before, you know that I like, whoa, knocking things over. You know that I like to use what I call poor man's carbon paper. And that's when I take my fonts or my sign how I want it, and I scribble across the back. And then I lay that down and trace over, and it comes up the just how I want it. So I'm going to center it on my wood round here. It's so hard to figure out exactly if I have enough room, but I'm going to tape it down so it doesn't move. All right, I'm going to tape it on the side, tape it on the top. Now, for Memorial Day around here, my dad was in World War II, so that qualifies me to be an auxiliary member for the American Legion, which I am. And they have services at the local cemetery where they do the pastor talks, and then there's a prayer and 21 gun salute and taps and, you know, all this stuff that just, it tears you up inside, but makes you realize just how lucky we are to live in this country and how honored we should be to the men and women that fought to keep us free. Okay, so I'm going to start, but I need glasses. I'm going to start just tracing around my letters. Yeah, you guys can see that okay. I tell you guys, sometimes I am just a train wreck. I don't know if you caught the one video I did, but oh man, I thought I was doing so good. And I was tracing all this and painting, and I look up and I didn't even have the camera close enough. So I am going to try really hard to not do that again. Let's see. And this is fairly an easy process. What I did this morning was I was looking for the right lettering or fonts that I wanted for this project. And so I didn't have any that I liked in my Word document. So I went to Pinterest, and I don't know if you guys know this. Yes, Pinterest is kind of like a social media, but it is a search engine. And so you can go in there, type in anything, and pretty much find it, especially when it comes to arts and crafts and design and fashion and all that. So I found some free fonts and I downloaded them to my computer. They automatically transfer into my Word documents, so I was able to print these out. The Home of the and Because of the is Crafter Sands, and it is in 110 point size. So that's pretty big, but it's not that big on this paper. And Free and Brave were, it's called 101 exclamation point star studded, and that was in font size 125. Now you can see the Free and the Brave have little stars. We're not going to recreate all those stars. It's a little tedious, and it doesn't normally turn out so great. I have to see where I stopped. Love the tape. So what we're going to do instead is put like little white polka dots. So it will kind of look like stars, but it'll give it a cool design effect without doing the tedious work and then having it not really turn out so great. All right. And I noticed on my original sign, one E is skinny and one E is a little fatter, and to most people that is not a big deal. To me it drives me insane. But I know it's not a very long trip, but I like to have all my lettering just so. I have been working with lettering, different fonts, designing my own fonts since I was, I think, 12 years old. So different sizes of things and the way fonts play with each other is a big thing to me. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, they don't even notice. Like on a newspaper article, ad, or on billboards, there's usually 3 kinds of fonts, and they're repeated throughout the whole design. But those three types of fonts need to play nice with each other. So that's something I've always been interested in. It's kind of a thing for me. So I get a little crazy when my 2 E's don't match up. Okay, let's see. Almost got the first line done already. One thing you need to be careful. Oh, see, I just did it again. Silly E. One thing you need to be careful of is leaning on something, or because it's going to leave a black mark wherever you have your scribble underneath. So be very careful not to mark it up. But I painted the white base with a gloss, and it's kind of nice because it will get rid of some of the marks or the pencil lines if you have put your elbow or something on and smeared it. The gloss part of it makes it so you can kind of wipe that off. So that's good. I like the look of matte paint better, but I just love how gloss behaves when I'm doing a project like this. Now I don't know how much of that F I actually, oh, I didn't do his little top. There we go. So school is just about out around here. It gets out next Friday, just before Memorial Day. But then we start back again in August 10th, which is kind of early, but it is what it is. Okay. Did I get all that? I did. Let's see. So I don't know how many people take summer vacations. We're going to go back to Ohio to see our family, and I'm kind of looking forward to that because I didn't get to fly last year because nobody did. So I must have leaned on it because I see black marks throughout. So thank heavens I painted it in gloss. So I kind of miss my family and friends up there. All right. Also, Memorial Day being everything red, white, and blue is kind of the start of my 4th of July decorating. So I'll be posting it later on the blog, but you will see how I decorate with red, white, and blue. Sometimes I like to throw a little black and white in there too, just for a little design. Okay. So I have to tell you a little story about my cat. Today she learned how to get through the gate. Yay! So now she's all over the house. And I was able to corral her in the back bedroom so I could do my video without her marching across the table a few times. But we have had her, a couple of years now, and she just now realized that she can fit through the gate. It's like happy day for her. She's so cute though. Okay. So it's getting warm out everywhere and getting nice. I'm hoping to do an article on picnics and how fun picnics are, and some of the fun ways you can decorate. Believe it or not, you can decorate on a picnic. You can have cute little tablecloths and plastic dishes and, oh, I don't know, just decorate it up. A fancy blanket. So I'm hoping to do a little article on that with some pictures. I think it'll be fun, especially on the beach by the water. Okay. I think I'm going to paint my Free and my Brave. I think I'm still going to paint that blue. I was going to change it around, but I think stars on red, that's not how the flag is. And I don't know, I just don't think it'll look as good, so we'll just do it on the blue. There we go. I love to paint, and really I am not an artist, a professional artist. I'm an artist, and here I'm an artist. But professional, no. I just do it because I enjoy it so much. And I think anything that you really like and do a lot of, you don't become the professional, but you're still an artist. A lot of people don't realize that what they like to do and the things that they do is actually art. My husband is an amazing cook, and that's his art. He can take things, stick them together, and it's amazing. Growing up, I loved grilled cheese and tomato soup. I just loved it. And you know, we always use the cheese slices, the Kraft cheese slices in the cellophane, slapped it on the bread, buttered the bread, and then grilled it. Oh, no, no, no. My husband, the first time I had a grilled cheese sandwich from him, I think it had like 3 or 4 different cheeses, and he, you know, sliced them or grated them or whatever it is he did. It was amazing. I had never had a grilled cheese sandwich like that, so then I was hooked. I've never been able to have a regular grilled cheese sandwich again. All his fault. Oh. So today I think we're going to barbecue out and have maybe chicken. Sounds amazing. I just love staying the whole day outside, just doing things outside. So I think today's going to be one of those days. Of course, after I get done doing this. Okay. The stars that I got them from Joann Fabrics. And I think there's 4 different sizes. And I think the whole bag was like $4 or $5. So, but I never buy anything that's not on sale. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I just peeked underneath, and there is a lot of pencil mark all over the place. So it looks like I've got a lot of cleaning up to do. But that's okay, because I painted it with gloss paint. And life is good. Anything that you do, and see, I even have black on the edge of my hand, which is making me put it on there. Anything that you do and you, especially stuff like this, and you make a mistake, you can always just paint over and start again. Nothing is in stone. Okay. And a lot of times, if I make a mistake, and it's something I don't think I can fix, glue a star over the top or something. You can always, oh wow. Okay, so this is a good example, whoops, of, see the pencil mark all over here and all over. It's just kind of globbed. This is where your white eraser comes in handy. Make sure it's a white one, because if you use something like this, it's going to leave red marks all over your work, and that is not pretty. So I'm going to go in here with my white. Okay. Actually, it's not really doing a great job. It's smearing it more than anything. Okay. Oh, no, here it goes. Okay. And some of the black, if I can't get it off, I'll paint white around it. Let's see. Making sure you guys can still see what I'm doing. I don't want to do that again. I'm learning. But some days, you know, I'm just a train wreck. Who's not? Okay. I'm going to work on cleaning that up later. But let's get to getting. Now, what I like to do is I outline everything in marker. It makes it easier to paint in then. If you want, you can take Sharpie marker and paint this whole thing with just a marker, and it would be just fine. But I'm going to use regular craft paint that I got from Walmart. I love apple barrel paint. I have a flag red, and I have a cobalt hue. That's my red and blue. And then, of course, my gloss white. All right, so let's... Oh, I don't know about the lighting here. Can you see it okay? Maybe? All right, I'm going to do my marker. One thing I learned early on when I was a kid is when you're going to do lettering or painting of any kind, if you're right-handed, start at the left and go to the right, because otherwise you're going to drag your hand right across it and smear it. And I remember being a little kid and just totally messing up things because I had my hand in there. And it's funny because my neighbor, he used to come over all the time, and him and his daughter would come over. And one day he was watching what I was doing, and he's like, you know what, girl? If you just did it from the other direction, you wouldn't be putting your hand in it. And it was like something so simple I didn't even think of. But being that young and being told that, it stuck. Okay. Here we go. Can you see that? That looks pretty good. Okay. And really, you can do this in any color. I just like the traditional red, white, and blue. But pink and lime green, I mean, anything. Ooh, okay. We have a dog, Carl, and he usually has to go for a ride with his daddy or go out in the backyard or something because he hears me talking and he thinks we have company. So then he's going crazy and the cat's running and I'm trying to do a video and it is all crazy up in here. Okay. All right. Home of the, but oh wow. I don't know if you can see that. I do have some smears in there that will be taken care of. Okay. After I get my letters lined, we're going to paint our stars so they have a chance to dry while we paint our board. Oops. Okay. There we go. So I have a ton of flowers coming up in the front and the backyard. It's looking so pretty. But why is it that it takes forever for my flowers to come up, but my weeds just grow like crazy? It's like I never can seem to keep them in check. We've had a pretty big drought around here. I don't think we've had rain to speak of any amount in, geez, a good couple of months. So things are, if you don't water it, things are looking a little sad. You notice I keep turning my board. I want to make sure, well, that my hand is always in a comfortable position, because you know, if your hand's up here and you're trying to, you have no control. So I always make sure my hand is steady, and if I can't get to it the way the board is situated, I turn the board. Okay. I tried to pick fonts or lettering that was easy to trace. Some of them have such intricate designs to them, and they never look good when you're done, even though you spent so much work on them. It's just because the design was too in depth to look good on a board like this. Now, if you were going to do it digitally and just type it in and it all came out on the board, that's a whole different subject. But doing things by hand, it's not as forgiving. Okay. I am using a Micron 08. Well, there it is. Marker. I know that it's a more expensive marker and a Sharpie would do just as good, but I really like how this one works. And you're only as good as your tools. So if I like it, and I know it's a little pricey, but I'd rather use it than have it dry up in the tube, because I'm too afraid to use it because it's too pricey. Okay. You like my earrings? What do you think? I made these. I'm thinking about starting a Shopify site and selling my earrings. And I also have t-shirts that I designed, but I'm hoping to do that soon. I think it would be so fun. I'm all about having fun, having a good time. If you can't enjoy yourself or laugh at yourself, then it's just not fun. Yeah, hence fun. I need to stop and drink some coffee. How about you guys? I think I have more coffee in my veins than I have blood. I have always been a huge coffee drinker. I think it's because my mom always was. And I mean, mornings didn't start without coffee, ever. And it's kind of still that way for me. In fact, it's not just mornings, it's all the way into the afternoon. Okay, so we've got this much so far. We just got to get the word brave in there. So I'm trying to get it so that glare isn't on there, but it's starting to look pretty good. All right, but you can see how this is a little time consuming. Oops. I hope to do a couple of 4th of July signs. Since I have 6 of these wood rounds, I might as well use them. And I have stars. Also, see if I can show you what I bought. Oh, these cute laser cut American flags I want to do something with later on. I love these, and they were 50 cents. Score! I am always scouring Joann Fabrics, Michaels, and Hobby Lobby sale ads, and Amazon. And a lot of times if you take something you really want, but it's too much money, and you put it in your cart and leave it sit there. Not every time, but a lot of times that thing will go on sale because they're seeing that it's in your cart And it might be in a bunch of people's carts, but that is something that somebody really wants, but they don't want to pay that price. I know that happens on Amazon every now and again. So I always have something in my cart. I think what I'm going to do, it'll be a couple of weeks from now, but I bought some stuff to start doing some glass etching. I think it is so neat to see like the glass, what do they call them? The highball glasses. They're like this big, but they're round and clear, and etching like an anchor or something nautical, because I really like nautical. And doing a set of glasses like that, and getting my glassware from the Dollar Tree, because they got amazing glassware. So that is something I want to do. I think it'll be pretty awesome. There's so many crafts and things that you can do out there now. If there's something you've always been interested in, you can get free classes for just about anything. I like wood burning with those. I used to do that as a kid. My mom bought me this little wood burning set. That's something I love. And all of that stuff could really add to your home decor. Yes, there's cheesy stuff out there too, but there's a lot of beautiful things. All right. I have a friend that's usually on my lives, and there she is right now, Marge. Hey, I really like some of the stuff you were posting about the crocheted and knitted patterns. I knit and crochet, but I'm not real good at it. But some of your stuff that you've been posting is awesome, and I really like that. And if you make any of those things, I would love for you to send me pictures, because I want to put it on my blog. I think women crafters are just amazing, and I think we need to show our stuff, so that would be awesome if you're into it. I just put you on the spot, so. Okay, I'm going to put my paint here on my paper plate. Okay. Red, white, and blue. You're welcome, Marge. Okay, so we're going to paint our little stars first, because they need a chance to dry. And what I did on these stars, I don't know if you can see them, is I just painted little polka dots, because I thought that was neat. And you see how I did the polka dots on the Free and the Brave. Instead of trying to paint little stars that would drive me insane, I think the polka dots are just as cute. All right. There's 4 different sizes in those stars that I bought. I think I already said that, but I'm going to paint all 4 of them. I think I'm going to do probably 2 in the blue and then a red and a white. So, and this is where things get messy, but that's okay. I like messy. You should have seen just before I turned my camera on, I splashed white paint, and it was like all over me, so I had to go clean up quick. Like, oh, perfect. Now, I like to paint the sides. You don't have to. But I like to. Just a little touch on there. Okay. And this blue probably could be a little darker, but I liked this color. Probably should go more for a navy for a project like this, but eh. All right. Get my edges. Okay. This balsa wood, this is the type of wood this is made out of. It is such a dry wood, and it will soak up your paint so much. But I kind of like that effect. It looks more aged, or it looks a little bit more watery, like it could be a watercolor. So I don't usually second coat these. I kind of like the little distressed look. Okay, there's my blue star. Just gonna kind of let him dry. And I don't want to use the same paintbrush. Let's see, let's use this one. And I will do this one in, I'll do this one in red. Oops, where am I going? All right. This one's a thicker one, so I guess they come different thicknesses on in this package. I just saw it in the wood section and saw that it was 50% off and grabbed it. I have a whole closet full of little laser cut wood pieces that I know I'm going to use for things. So if I can find it on sale, I will buy it. Okay. They also have quite a selection of laser cut wood pieces on Amazon. Amazon's usually my go-to if my local stores don't have what I need. All right. Okay, red one, done. And I think, oh, except for that piece. I think I want to use my blue brush and do one of the little stars. And then I'll do the other one in white. Okay. Hey, Miss Wendy. Oh, your son and his wife etched glassware for their wedding? Oh, you wouldn't happen to have a picture that you could send me, would you? It looks fairly easy, but it also looks so intimidating. I love how the finished look is amazing. And I just bought stencils. The etching cream doesn't come in until, I think, Thursday. But I got the stencils already. My home is called Twin Palms. I just thought it was kind of cool to name my house. And they have two little twin palms that come out in the stencils. So I want to etch some glasses with twin palms. I just think it would be adorable. All right, let me get my paper towel because I've got blue on me and I don't want to get that on. Oh, I love craft paint. Look how it comes right off. I don't want to get that on my other things. Okay, here's my little one. I'm going to paint it white. Let's see. Clean off my brush here. All right. There was so many things when I was trying to find the words for this project. There were so many things, but it was mostly 4th of July. So I had a hard time finding stuff to honor for Memorial Day. But I really like what we came up with here. All right. I kind of get into my work, huh? Okay. So there's my little white one. These guys are going to dry. Clean off my hands again. Okay, and now we're going to start painting our sign. And again, if you want to use markers for that, that's great. I'm actually going to use paint. Okay, I'm going to use, what is this? A number 6 round. It is a watercolor brush, but I love this thing for getting into small areas. So I don't know if you can see this okay. But if my brush is right, then it's not that hard. And if you go outside the lines, so makes it look more rustic. That's our word today, rustic. I am just making a mess. You know what? I'm going to take this bracelet off. Maybe that is getting into it. Okay. My mom was a crafter in her own right. She was a knitter, and oh my goodness, the stuff she knitted. She made afghans, and I remember one year, it was the 70s and ponchos were really in, and she made me and my sister and her these red, white, and blue ponchos. And I just remember being so proud that I got to dress like my mom and my sister. My sister has always been like the coolest thing because she is older than me. And when I was a little girl, she was a teenager, which was, you know, the coolest thing anybody could ever be, especially in the eyes of a little girl. And she's just always been the coolest thing. I totally enjoy being with my sister. I miss her because we don't live in the same state anymore. But we talk every week, and I really enjoy that. But Mom had made us all these matching ponchos. And when I see pictures of it now, which I got to find one to show you guys, it was hilarious. But it was the 70s, and that's what everybody was wearing. And it was so cool because Mom had made ours. But she also painted and wallpapered people's homes. Not the, you know what, instead of going to the because of the and getting my hand in it while I'm doing free and brave, I'm going to do free and brave next. Or just free. Okay. Oops, I don't want something so small. I want a bigger brush because the letters are bigger. If I use a small brush, it will take me like all day. This is a number 10 round. And it's also a watercolor brush, but I like how it handles. There we go. And you can see this blue is kind of like giving it a watercolor effect. Might be because I have too much water on the brush, but we'll see. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is not working out. Okay. I'll just keep trying. That's better. Okay. He had me scared for a minute. It looked like it wasn't going to cover, but I bet I had too much water on my brush. I had just cleaned the brush and probably didn't wipe it off good enough. Hey, Christy, how's it going? I'm going to see you in a couple weeks. Yay! Christy is a member of my morning breakfast group, Saturday morning breakfast group that we used to always have when I lived up there. It was so fun. Although sometimes it turned into a breakfast slash lunch because we were just had too much to say. And we stayed longer. The restaurant probably wanted to kick us out. Oh well. I think girl groups are just so important. I wouldn't be anything without my girlfriends, that's for sure. Guys are amazing, and I love my husband to death, but he's a horrible girlfriend. He just is. There's just things you can tell your girlfriends, you know? All right. There we go. See, something wasn't cooperating here. Maybe I just have to do like an extra swatch across that to make it work. All right. There we go. Oh, that's better. I wasn't getting enough paint on my brush, so it was turning out too thin. I wondered what it was. Okay. I know it's backwards. One of these days I'm going to get that figured out, but I don't have the tool thing on there that you're supposed to have to be able to flip it around according to Google. I can't say it out loud. It's like having a small child. I say it out loud, then the whole thing transfers over to that, and she's asking me what I want. So I have to spell around my phone. Okay. I can't wait to see you either, Christy. It's going to be so fun. I have a group of girlfriends that, and this is how you know that they're close girlfriends, is we might not talk for a year, but when we get together, it's like we've been together that whole time. We just have such a good time, and it's wonderful. Some people, their whole life let me say that over. Sometimes people, their whole life don't have, wow, I'm horrible, I have no English, don't experience a true friend like that. They're rare, they're very hard to come by, and it takes a long time. You can't be best friends with somebody in a month. You know, it takes time and history with each other to be really good friends. This is going a little faster than I thought it would, so that's not so bad. Okay. Shouldn't have spoke out. Okay, you see that okay? I don't know about you guys, but I'm having so much fun doing these lives. I really enjoy it. I usually do a whole project first at this table, so I know that I have everything that I need, because I don't want to be halfway through a project and realize I forgot something and have to go running through my house. So I do the whole thing in the morning before I go on, so that way I have a finished one to show you. But I'm having so much fun doing these. I love watching craft videos anyways, so actually getting to do one is like a hoot. I'm so enjoying it. Okay, so I got all of, I'm going to put that in the water. I got all of my red done. Ta-da! Now I got to do Brave, and then we can stick our stars on. Now I have something really cool to show you this time. I wish it was my idea, but it's not. A friend of mine, she is my my coach. Yeah, I have a blogging coach. She's my coach, but she designed this cute little bow, and she makes them all the time on her videos. It's her name is Brooke Riley, or Brooke Grace Riley. Grace is her maiden name, but her company is Refabbed. If you get a chance, take a look at her stuff. It is so cool. But she makes this little bow that is so easy to make, and I love it. It looks so cute. So I'm going to show you that. Unfortunately, I only have blue and white ribbon. I do not have any red. So I'm going to Hobby Lobby, let me tell you, and I'm getting me a bunch of patriotic ribbons, because I want to make a whole lot of these bows. They're so cute. Okay. Well, a couple more letters. It's looking pretty good. Whoa. Almost stuck my blue in my red. That would have been purple. Okay. Oh, I can tell I'm speeding up because I just really went outside the line. That's not, I need to slow down, do it right. Don't stick my hand in it. Okay. And one last letter. All right, and then we'll do the stars, and then when this dries, I'll do the polka dots on top of the free and the brave. Our little pretend stars. Okay. I'll just leave that there. All right, this is what we have so far. It's a little off center, but we can fix that up with stars. Okay, so I am going to start with my biggest star. It's stuck a little to the newspaper. Let's see if I can get that off. Okay, so here's my blue. I think I'm going to put let go. If I put my white star on top, I kind of like that. I think I like that better than my red star. I think that's too big. All right, so let's put my, oh, you know what? I didn't plug in my glue gun. Well, let's not do any of that yet. There we go. It'll only take a minute. So while that's heating up, I think what I'm going to do is put polka dots on this. Let's see. No, not that brush. This brush. This is my little number 4 little round. And I'm going to put white polka dots on this one. Let's get this moved over so it can dry. All right. Doing my little white polka dots. Cute. Okay, I'm going to do each point of my star first, so it kind of looks a little symmetrical. And not all your polka dots are going to be the same size, which I think makes it look better. Because if they're all the same size, it makes it look like some machine did it. And that's not what you want. I have a sister-in-law that lives in Ohio that has her own online shop, and she does primitives, and oh my gosh, some of her stuff is amazing. But to me, it's how do you make something look so old and worn but it's brand new? So she's amazing at that. She's got some really cute little flags and stuff that she makes. Okay, see, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just all polka dotted. And I think I'm going to do the same with my red. Let's do white polka dots on that guy. See, now I'm paranoid. I want to make sure you can see it. Okay. There we go. All right, then just kind of go around. All right. Ta-da! I like it. All right. It'll only take just a few minutes for that to dry. And I think on my little white one, so to make them show up, because it'll be on a white background, I'm going to do red polka dots. It's looking really good. I don't know if we have plans for 4th of July yet. We usually have a backyard barbecue and a pool party and just hang out with friends. So we might do that again this year. I like it. Okay, so let's get to gluing. How's the hot glue gun working? It's still heating up. Coffee, why not? Okay. Oh, reach my sign that I put way out of the way. Oh, it's pretty much dry. I can still see a few little wet areas. Okay. So now to figure out placement. Let's put all my paintbrushes in the water. Figure out placement for my stars. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, see, the big one can either go, let me show you. Big one can either go on this side. I don't want it hanging off the edge because I think I might knock it off. Let me get my arm out of there. Like that maybe. I'm going to put the white one on top of it as soon as my glue gun is, oh yeah, is heating up. There it is. Okay. I use a Sure Bonder glue gun. Got it from, I think Walmart. I like it. It's got a high and low setting. I wish it had an on and off setting, but I don't know of any glue gun that does that. That would be a nice feature. So then you can always leave it plugged in when you're doing a project, but you won't have the glob of glue at the bottom that you just wasted if you had an on and off switch. I am going to, maybe I'll invent the thing. I'm going to be rich. All right, put a little glue on that, and I'm going to line up my points so they're together. Glue globs out of the way. Like that. I like that. And then the other two stars, I don't think I'm going to put them on top of each other. So that means I'm going to need to do polka dots on this one. All right, let's do that quick. Fly by the seat of my pants. My grandpa always used to say that was his superpower, was to fly by the seat of his pants. Never had a plan. He just went with it, and I think that's what I loved about him the most. Don't get me wrong, I am a planner, but if a plan doesn't go one way and you can fly and do the next best thing, I like that. All right, so I'm not quite sure where I want that star. There. Well, let me let that dry for a minute. Let's paint our polka dots on our free and our brave. Do that quick. Make our little impromptu stars. No rhyme or reason to it. All right. Well, see, now I'm paranoid about getting my hand in stuff. Tell you not to do that, and then I go ahead and do it. That would not be good. Okay. And I'm just putting these where I think would look cute. No rhyme or reason to that either. All right. Ah. Uh-oh. polka dots gone crazy. Okay. We'll just call that one polka dot. I just screwed it up again. We'll just call that two polka dots a happy accident. Isn't that a Bob Ross thing, happy accident? Okay. Oh, I like that better. Kind of looks like it lights up. Let's put our stars on. You know what? I just can't decide, so I'm just putting it on. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Okay. And I'm gonna put this one here and that one down. Yes. All right. That one there. And this little guy down here. All right. I love it. I like this one better than the first one I made. Huh. Okay, so now I'm going to put my little hanger on the top, and then we're going to make our bow. So the hanger is just going to be a piece of ribbon from here to here. And I'm probably going to use my thin blue. Let's see. I'm going to flip her over. Whoops. You know what? It's hard to find center. So if that is my center? Then that is where my thumb is. I'm going to put a mark right there that is my center. I want to put my hanger on each side because if I don't do it this way, it's going to hang wonky. I know it. And then I'll have to cut it off and retry it, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so equally on each side of this, I'm just going to eyeball it, of this pencil mark. I'm going to put 2 globs, that is the technical term, of glue, and put my ribbon on there. All right. Glue string. Great. So there's my little hanger. Let's make our bow. I'm so excited. So excited to show you guys this. It is the coolest thing ever. So you take pieces of ribbon, all different sizes, or all different types. I usually try to keep them the same length, but I just eyeball it. This is like a stretchy one. So I have that kind. I have the little skinny blue, the big thick navy blue, and the big thick white. And I have cut 4 strips of each. And let me show you how this goes. This is so cool. Let me get my stuff out of the way. I'm going to put a piece here and a piece here of the same kind. Then on top of that, I'm going to put a piece there and a piece there. Then I'm going to keep layering. I'm going to put this one and this one, and then I'm going to use this kind, and then I'm just going to start over. I think I started with white. And you don't really have to put them in the same exact order. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But I'm just making X's with my ribbon, my last piece. Now you can use twine, you can use another piece of ribbon, but I'm gonna throw it on the floor. I am going to use a piece of raffia, and you're gonna tie it right in the center. So I'm gonna put it over the top, flip it over. Whoa, get all my pieces. I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm going to tie right in that X. Maybe. Okay. Here we go. Oops, I got this all twisted. And tie it tight. It's like doing a Christmas present. You kind of always have to use your teeth just to get it tight. And then you fluff it up. Let's see. I'm going to turn it over this way. I kind of like the white on top instead of the blue like I had it. So let's flip this over. So now my white is on top. And I'm just gonna fluff up all my pieces, and it just makes an adorable bow. Look at that. With all these different, now if I had red in there or black and white polka dots, or there's so many things you can do. I'm gonna cut my raffia, I can't say it, about the same length, maybe a little bit longer, and fray that out so it looks, so it kind of looks like that. I think that turned out so cute, but I can see that I put my bow too far down. Home of the is kind of, you can't see it, so I'm going to put this one up a little higher. Let's cut the edges and fray them out a little bit. All right. Come on. Work with me. There. Oh my gosh. That is adorable. You can even put like a little gemstone in there. I think that would be cute. Or a button. A colorful button would be cute. All right. This is our crowning glory. Are you ready? We're going to put that on the top. Right in the center, this time up a lot higher than where I had the other one. And I'm going to unplug my glue gun because it's too hot. Okay. Put that on there. Say your ABCs or something while you're holding it. And I'm going to continue to fluff. Fluff it up. And there you are. I think it turned out great. What do you think? It's wonderful. And it took an hour and 2 minutes. Not long. Especially for something this cute. So I hope you enjoyed my project today. And if you want to keep this video so you can refer back to it later, sprinkle it on Facebook. That way it'll be adhered to your page and you can come back and look at it. I'd appreciate it if you did that. And I really hope you enjoyed this project. I should be here next week, and maybe I'm going to try to do a couple during the week if I can get my supplies together. So have a great day, and remember, I'm Danielle from Inspire Me to DIY. Thank you. Bye.